Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Asmi and this video is the most requested video on my channel. So I'm going to show you guys how I take my notes. This video is going to be in two parts. First, I will show you the format, and second I will demonstrate you how I actually take my notes. So obviously you need the book, the notebook, pencil, scale and blue and black pen. That is all I use, and these highlighters just in case I want to add some colors, which I barely ever do, but yeah, still you can keep some. Okay, so starting off with the format. So obviously I like to give the heading in bold and like really big, taking 2 or 3 lines. Then I move to the subheading part. I write the introductory paragraph if there is any, or I'll write the dates, important events that are taking place, or other important points that I think are to be mentioned. Then I move to the subtopic. Now there are two ways I take my subtopic. So this is the first one where I take the important points from the para and just list them, leaving one line between each of them so that it looks neater. I also include the examples and use abbreviations as much as I can. And also, if there are other points, I list them in the bullet. Now, the other way is if the para has a number of events that are taking place one after the other, then I like to make them in a flowchart manner where I arrow each point one after the other. Now, if I have any names or any additional information, I use the sides or the header part of the page. Yeah, and then as I told you, I use the bullets for examples or any other points that we have, examples or any other thing. Now also I try to add as much as of charts, flowcharts or diagrams as much as I can, so that it's not only written stuff but also something to visualize and learn. And these are the most common 3 charts that I use, not much, only 3. So now moving to how I actually make my notes. So this is my third chapter in history, nationalism in India. I've already made the notes. As you can see, everything is underlined and I have mentioned the points at the side. But just to demonstrate to you, I'm doing it once again. So as I told you, I write the heading. I like the heading to be in bold and dark. And also make sure that you have read the book thoroughly first, and then you are starting to make the notes. Now moving to the subheading, as you can see, it's given in the book itself. The First World War, Khilafat and Non-Cooperation. So I like it to mark as part 1 and then go further to the subheading. Now the subheading wasn't given, but the para was mostly about the First World War and its effect. So I gave it the heading the First World War. Now I read the para a lot of time and now I know that what points are actually important and what doesn't need to be included. So I just write them in points again, leaving line in between. Now the number of points really vary para to para, like sometimes there are only 1, sometimes there are more than 6. And also make sure that your statements are as short as you can make them. Don't write the whole of the line or the whole of the book language. Just make it in your own language as much as you can. Not language, but yeah, your own statement style. Now, then the next style that I told you was the flowchart one, in which the events are taking place one after the another. So this is the one. Also, here you can see there is a name, Baba Ramchandra, and it is given in the book that he was a sannyasi who had been to Fiji. So I simply make an arrow and write it down at the side with a black pen. So that इससे क्या होता है, ज़्यादा पॉइंट्स नहीं होते हैं और पढ़ने में भी ईजी पड़ता है. Now you can see I'm making arrows and writing short statements that are the events that are occurring. And again, if there is something that really doesn't come under the events chain but is given in that para, I bullet it down and write it in again in points. Now I told you try to make flowcharts. So these were three important satyagrahas that Gandhiji did. So how I included into a flowchart kind of thing or a diagram is I wrote the year in the middle, then where it happened, when did it happen, and for whom it did it happen. So that was the three ways that I like three ways that I make my notes from. I hope you really understood it because I'm very poor at explaining things. Now again, I don't really do this, but if you want to add colors, you can use highlighters or sketch pens and just highlight the main headings or the things that you have written from black. So, this was it. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.